should put the birthday hat on the turtle. Well, I'm taking my shirt off halfway through the stream. I should put the birthday hat on the turtle.
Here we go.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do. We had a hot mic, Jay. Hot mic.
Hot mic. Hot mic. Here we go.
Oh, dang it. I ruined the surprise. Well, still, 750 likes. We could still do it. 750 likes. That's going to be my birthday goal. Come on, chat.
There you go.
Let's. I mean, I think now is a good time to put that Topstep risk disclosure in the YouTube chat.
No time like the present. No time like the present. Get that in there.
Man, so welcome everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, and to my left, your right, is Coach Jay, and it is Monday's price action. It's birthday stream for me, and yeah, we have a like goal. I have a like goal of 750 likes, and nice surprise for you guys. Nice surprise. I charge by the like. But how was your day, Coach Jay? How was your day?
Good day overall. Good day overall. Took a long in gold last night, actually, before the big sell-off. And then this morning, in a personal account, the only trade I took was a short in the Russell. Turned out to be a pretty good trade. I was looking for one of the equity markets to go and fill that gap that we had, that Sunday gap up. And the Russell was the only one that did it. So it turned out to be a pretty good trade, but a good day overall.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Ready to trade for Tuesday. How was your day, man?
It was good. I was up 3,000 or so in my XFA during fast markets. Tonight, I ended up buying some gold at $4,000 in my personal. So I'm long gold, nice. 10 contracts. I'm probably going to hold them for a while. Right at 4,000. It's that big round number I talked about during the New York session. I could see the market, hanging around this. Next year, I would like to see gold to 5,000. I don't know a timeline. It's my own opinion. I did that Topstep risk disclosure, but I could see gold headed towards 5,000 this time next year. So some longer term stuff I'm referring to in the personal. And here we are watching these markets. It's gonna be a busy week, man. I tell you what. We talk about earnings. We have so many earnings coming out this week. We have FOMC rate decision. We have Powell speaking. We have Trump meeting. We have headlines. There's a lot going on this week for us as traders to bring volatility into these markets. And then just even to start off this week, here on the Nasdaq on the daily, if we switch it over to my charts, I mean, look at this gap. Like this gap, it was really a gap and go. We didn't even really attempt to fill the gap, to be honest, which is, I know there's a lot of traders. I know there's a lot of people in the YouTube chat and on social media. It's probably waiting. Just, is this gap going to get filled? I mean, it's not a small gap by any means. It's a decent sized one, 200 points. And my answer is it might never get filled, right? I mean, we look back in May and earlier this year, and I could highlight there are gaps that might never get filled. I would make an argument that if we gap to the downside, sure, maybe there's a gap to the downside. Those would get filled because markets go up and to the right, making all-time highs. But gaps to the upside is a different story. I've been caught in a lot of trades where I'm waiting for a gap fill, or I'm taking a trade counter trend and getting ran over. I've learned my lesson throughout the years. And we'll see. I think if this market does get back down towards this gap, there's an opportunity to trade it. Will it be this week? Will it be, who knows? But there's a trade there. There definitely is a trade there if the Nasdaq sells off. Now, we got a ways to go because guess what? We hit 26,000, right? We hit 26,000 here in the Nasdaq. So markets keep going up. And then look at this hourly chart. If you want to talk about a market, like, where's the pullback?
One direction.
Where's the pullback in this market? Like, that is just, it feels like gold. When gold was just going, it just no pullback. I think the deepest pullback we got was Friday afternoon, Friday at the close of 75 points. And that was after hours. And then some during Friday. And that was it. Today it was just straight up into the right, just every hour on the hour consistently. What was that streak? How many candlesticks? That's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 straight hours of just green, just straight up, and just continuing to hit all-time highs here in the Nasdaq. And so how do we trade this? Well, we're at a round number. We've seen some resistance around this round number, which is 26,000 here in the Nasdaq. And for me, it's just, you just wait. You just have to practice patience and wait for either a pullback and look to buy at an area of support, maybe see some type of reversal pattern, and make sure you're managing your risk with trying to short for a pullback. But just managing risk. As a technical trader, it's difficult because there's nothing to the left. And then I zoom into the 5-minute. I'm going to do a brief rundown on the 5-minute, and then we'll switch over gold. Gold's been the market, to be honest. We did get...
Yes, it has been.
Down to those 980s. We can see that this was a nice area of resistance. Is resistance going to become support and we keep going up? Or can we break down and find a level of support? You can see the New York session. I was kind of playing some shorts in the New York session to start off with. I can't remember if I made money on the short or not, but we didn't. We just held. And so, I'm done. Like, shorts are failing, and this market's just going up, and we're not going to even make an attempt at that gap fill. And sure enough, the rest of the day, we just grinded higher. That's all I have on the Nasdaq. How about you, Jay? What's your thoughts on this Nasdaq before we go over to gold?
It was just a grind up type of day. When we talked about it during the opening call, the Nasdaq looked like the stronger one. Like, if there was going to be a leader, it was going to be the Nasdaq. Of course, that 26,000 level, major psych level, everyone's watching when and if we do trade above 26,000s. Might sound a little crazy, but I don't hate shorts up here in the Nasdaq. Probably a little higher above 26,000, kind of like what we just saw here, right? Where we have price push above 26,000, up to 26,020s. We don't see volume. You can see this VWAP never crossed above 26,000. So I wouldn't be surprised that it gets a little bit thin here. The only reason I would really like a short is because I wouldn't be surprised that we fall back into the range before the Fed meeting on Wednesday. I'm not looking for this market to turn around and completely retrace the move and the rally is over. Look at a monthly chart in the Nasdaq. Look at a weekly chart. This thing just goes up over the last 6 months. So I'm not looking for that. But for a day trade, I wouldn't hate shorts back under 26,000, maybe into, let's take a look, 25.9s to start, right? Not looking for a huge retracement. Maybe 50% of today's Monday's price action range, 25,900, 25,860s about. Looking for a little bit of a pullback, again, just because I would expect the market to be range bound for the Fed meeting, but of course, anything can happen.
Yeah, Fed meeting, earnings, just a little bit of everything this week. And then headlines, right? At any moment, we could get a headline and we see a big move in like the Nasdaq or these markets in either direction. And it could just simply be an overreaction. I mean, there's been countless times the past few weeks where you see the Nasdaq drop 50 points only to recover and keep going higher. It's just been a crazy market to make sure you're managing your risk properly, smaller size, wider stops. But yeah, that's about it in the Nasdaq. So before we go any further, let's make sure and we'll switch over to gold here in just a second, looking for trade opportunities. An analysis. I'm bullish gold. I am. We've had a nice sell-off, and we have a nice pullback. I talked about my longs earlier today in the New York session. I'm looking at 4,000. Nice round number. I like that number. So, and then I'll go over more of why I like it rather than just saying I like it. Let's do a hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets. And my goal tonight is to get to 750 likes. I'm sure we could do it. That's not that difficult. Then I got a surprise.
Dakota's birthday. Get him to 750 likes, chat. Do what you can.
I got a surprise. If we get 750 50 likes, But there's the Instagram, there's the X. Tag me #slowmarkets on the Twitter, and yeah, we know the drill. When I'm not on air, that's where I try and do my updates. And here's gold. Here is gold. Let's go through this real quick. We have this hourly time frame that I'm looking at. We had, let's start on the daily because that's where I do a lot of my analysis. That's where I did my analysis here on gold. Talking about markets without pullbacks, the gold on the daily has just been just up and to the right, almost like a hockey stick. Now we got that nice pullback, nice pullback around that 4,000 level. This is where we were at. We were crossing 4,000 when I was over there in New Jersey, man. Remember that?
Yeah, we were. Yes, we were.
It was just, it feels like yesterday.
Feels like yesterday.
When we went to that comedy club and we're like, oh, man, gold's at 4,000. We're breaking through 4,000. And I'm just like, oh, man, we're going to stay around 4,000. Let's short this. And then throughout the comedy club, they're like, yeah, let me see your phones. I'm like sitting there at the comedy club thinking about gold. I'm like, no way gold keeps going up. No way. Check it. Gold, like, 44,100. I'm like, okay. That was stupid. Yeah,
time to get out of that one.
Yeah, I'll always remember that one. That was an interesting one. But we're back there. We touched 4,000. So I'm looking for some buying coming in, looking for an area of resistance. We've had a very nice sell-off. Almost recovered a lot of that, almost most of this big momentous rally that started on October 10th. We zoom into an hourly chart, and we are seeing a little bit of bottoming pattern. Just a little bit, right? We've seen that earlier on October 22nd, kind of a double bottom, and we caught a bid there. And so maybe we could see that tonight, a double bottom-ish pattern, and maybe we see a bid. I'm not looking for something too crazy tonight, but just looking for something where we can trade it to the long side. I'm a happy camper where gold is right now. I try not to look at it very much because whenever I'm in longer trades that I'm going to hold for like months, these little incremental movements, minute by minute doesn't mean too much. But we have these highs up here around these 160s, right? So we have a couple areas of resistance at these 160s. If gold does start to catch a bid and start rallying, that could be a nice target. A more short-term target that I'm going to be looking for, overnight. I was going to say this week, but these movements have been so volatile. I was going to say these 40-60. That's going to be a more short-term target that I'm looking for overnight. It feels weird to be looking for a $50 move in a day so quickly, and we might even see it during slow markets with how volatile gold has been. But
it's the market we have.
It's the market we have. Daily ATR is every 5 minutes. Sometimes it feels like. But that's all I'm seeing. Just bullish bias going into tonight. Looking at that bottoming pattern around 4,000. The only thing is that would make me worry, I guess, against the longs would be just chop and consolidation around that 4,000 level. But even just as I've been speaking, we've bounced quite a bit off of 4,000, which just shows me how aggressive buyers have been. During the New York session, I was an aggressive buyer. I'm like, okay, 4,000, it's a big round number. We pierced through it to the long side with like butter. To the downside, we're starting to see hesitation. Okay, we could definitely see a longer extended consolidation or even a bigger bounce off of it, which it looks like we did throughout the rest of the New York session. We did get back up to these 20s, these 25s. So let's see if we can see up these 60s. I want to see these 60s by tomorrow. That's not too unrealistic. I keep thinking it's unrealistic, but just in the last 20 minutes, we're up 30.
We've had a $30 move. Yep.
Yeah. So that's not unrealistic. What's your thoughts on gold tonight, Jay?
So looking at gold, looking at this daily candle, the one thing Coach Paul and I have been paying attention to is this 20-day moving average, and we closed below it for the first time since this rally started back in August 21st. So an attempt at a market structure shift, but I think even with all the selling that we've seen in gold, in order for me to be convinced about a sell-off, I think we have to come back and test this 20 moving average and see whether or not it'll be resistant. Right now, that's up at 40.90. I do like your target of 40.60s because that puts us right around just above 50% of today's range, this Monday price action range. So I could see that as a potential target. And I told you when we were getting on here, I did like that gold long, even for a day trade. I'm going to wait for the Shanghai Open in about 13 minutes for that volume to come in. But we did have this kind of 3-bar reversal here at these lows, looking at a 3-minute chart here. Coach Paul would call this one a J trade. That happened right at the low of the day for Monday's price action. We got our highest volume 3-minute candle so far. We closed above it. And if we're looking at VWAP, that's also leaving that range to the upside as well. So I do like these longs. If I could get a pullback to somewhere near 40.08, maybe 40.05, I may be joining you on this long. Okay. If we get some continuation, but we'll see what that volume says in a couple minutes here.
Yeah. 12 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's get some music going. We'll get the party started. Let's see.
Dakota's birthday stream, everybody.
It's my birthday. Hey, there's not a better place I'd rather spend it with hanging out with you, man.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some trades on here if the market presents itself. I can hear the music now, sounding good.
There we go. We'll now if only we had drinks, right?
I mean, I could go run to the fridge real quick, but we we got to be careful with what we do on stream. We can't get in trouble. Don't want to get in trouble. But
yeah, we had some birthday suits coming, or Halloween suits. Halloween, it was a good one. We got to figure it out. We're running out on time now. We got to figure out our Halloween costumes. Got
to see what we can do for Halloween. Halloween is on Friday, so should be an interesting stream for sure. Where are the birthday clowns? Need some Lil Jon.
I seen Flavor Flav on Saturday.
I heard. How was the concert, man? Someone in the chat said it better not be Maroon 5. What's wrong with Maroon 5? I love Maroon 5.
What's wrong with Maroon 5? It was a great concert.
I'm sure.
I got some pictures. I'll show you.
Should be a good show. Gold is just gonna push here. Not gonna give me that pullback I was looking for, but looking good for your trade right now.
Maybe. Give me a second. I got 3 pictures I'll show.
Nice. Richard Harris says, I don't do anything for Halloween. I don't have friends. Richard Harris, you got friends in us, man. You got friends in us. If you want to show up in the chat as a wear your costume in the chat, you could do that on Friday.
Yeah, there we go. You could hang out with us. All right, let's make sure I'm opening up the right pictures.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, here it is.
It's pretty good seats.
Yeah, just right up front. Right up front. It was fun. Like I said, it was fun. They sang just all their top songs. Let's see if I had another one. Where's Flavor? There he is. There's my guy.
Flavor.
He's getting old, man. Yeah, he had some gray on his beard, but
wow.
Yeah, he was there, introduced everybody, just randomly.
Such an interesting intro to that concert.
Yeah, it was so random too. I'm like, all right, okay, this is gonna get party. And then when he started playing, I'm like, okay, if Wiz Khalifa shows up, that's gonna make my night.
Man, good stuff. I actually did some karaoke this weekend, and Maroon 5 Sunday Morning is on my karaoke go-to list because that is just a great song. It's a good sing-along song. We are seeing gold just continue to push here. 40.22s. Did you take anything in your Topstep accounts? I know you're in that other long.
Not yet, man. I was waiting, but
trying to find a spot to get in here.
I got in at a good price. I like that 4,000.
Yeah.
We're printing here. It's going. Here's the thing: is whenever it goes in your favor like this, you wish you had more.
Yeah. Seriously, I wish I was in the trade at all at this point.
Shelling from under 4K. Nice. Got the 399s, 39.90s. This thing might just keep going at the top of the hour. I would be okay with that. If we break through these 25s, then that would be, to me, a confirmed double bottom.
Breakthrough, what was that price?
25s, this pivot.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Would be a double bottom off the 4,000, which is just the chef's kiss for this gold long.
There were some sellers. Today's the 27th. Yeah, there were some sellers here earlier this morning on that way down. About 900 contracts traded in a second, right at these prices right here. 40.25 down to 40.18s. If we can, yeah, above those 25s, there is some room.
So if we get through 25s, I can see 60s.
Oh yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, how big of a move was that? That was $37, 374 ticks. Just insane volatility. If you're new, if you're brand new to trading, then get used to it. I mean, you don't get to appreciate this volatility going through some of the non-volatile times.
Yeah, we got someone in the chat saying I've been a deer in the headlights, too afraid to buy gold on this movement. If it's not your trade, it's not your trade. But what I would say is, if you're afraid to take the trade, make sure you're trading a contract size and with a risk amount that you have no problem losing. We heard Dakota on the fast market stream saying basically don't give a fuck about your trades, because you can't trade from a place of fear. If you don't see a setup, don't take the trade. You could call it deer in the headlights. I said I'd want to be in this trade as well, but I don't have something that confirms an entry for me, so I'm not in it. It may be a trade that just goes without me, but that you got to be okay with that as well.
That was a good book. That was mainly a book reference, but it's the art, and let me make sure I read it correct, because I would recommend
the subtle art.
It's a subtle art of not giving a fuck, right? And to quote the book, and that's what it is. It's how many times do you mess up trades, right? Out of emotions. And I talk about this all the time. Whenever I check my stats, I don't look at the balance. I have my balance closed out, so I'm not thinking about the dollar amounts. I'm not thinking about the P&L. I'm not thinking about the balance, and I'm just focused on following the process. We know that the same process that I make $100 on a micros is going to be the same process I make $1,000 and then $2,000 and then $3,000. You're getting in at the same level. You're getting into these markets. The markets that we're trading here at Topstep are liquid enough, meaning we're not going to run into sizing issues where it's like, too much size, I have to find a way to get into this market. Maybe on like less liquid markets, like maybe a penny stock, right? You're like, how do you get into this price? But these markets are very, very liquid, the Nasdaq and gold. If you want a price, typically you could get it within a few ticks. And yeah, it's the process of profits. Pop Squad. Dakota, I was asked about back testing, and his answer was perfect. Forward looking better. Yeah, I probably could never count how many times I've back tested, Jay. I've back tested and back tested when I was younger, like years of just back testing, thinking that I'm gonna find this, like the way to make millions. And the ultimate way I have found is just forward test it, because the one thing you can't back test is your emotions. And the more I learned, the more I've understood that my emotions play a bigger role in my trading than
100%. There's no 100% strategy, so you have to test whichever one you're going to use enough to feel comfortable with putting on that risk, right? A lot of times the back testing goes, oh yeah, if I just buy it at this low tick and I sell it at this high tick, my strategy is perfect and I'll just do that every single time. It's like, okay.
Hindsight capital, baby.
Yep. Yeah. And then you watch in real time how that low tick or high tick prints, and you would never take that trade with the leverage that you think you would when you do your back testing, right? Oh yeah, I'll just buy 10 contracts down here, sell it up here, and I'm a millionaire before the end of the week. Mm-hmm. Okay, when the market's selling off that strong into that level, do you have what it takes to buy it? And Gotta have some skin in the game, like you said.
Yeah, I tell you what, one of my biggest challenges. Well, what was it? Just 2 weeks ago, right? Where I'm just okay. I'm gonna put up $250,000, risking $250,000 on a single trade to make 1-to-1. It was $250,000 for $250,000, or 360 because I added to it, and so
Right.
once you start getting to that level, you can't just you can't hesitate, right? You just yeah, I don't know how to explain it other than how I've explained free throws, right? You see a professional athlete, Michael Jordan, who is some other great free throw. I mean, Steph Curry. When they go up to shoot a free throw, they do not second guess. They don't think, right? Whether it's for the opening tip off and they get fouled and they have this is for the first 2 points of the game versus the game's on the line, right? It should be the same process. Same exact process.
Same process. Minute and a half before this spike in volume in gold. Let's see what we get here.
Yeah, let's see if we can break through these 20s, these 25s.
What are you guys looking at in the chat? Anybody in any trades right now? Kind of just hanging out, watching the stream? What's going on out there? Taking a look at the tilt, 70% short in the Nasdaq, 63% long in gold, S&P 62% long, or 62% short. Chat's looking at Nasdaq shorts. I don't hate those Nasdaq shorts. I was looking for a better price, but let's see. Gold getting ready to open up here, or some volume getting ready to come in gold.
Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's make sure we get that hashtag slow markets and get up to those 750 likes. I'll go through the hashtag slow markets in a moment. We're watching gold. We'll see if we can get some gold trades here. I am long biased. What a move, man! What a move. What was the low of that? That was
87s, 86.
Yeah, it's almost 1%. What's gold?
It's crazy.
Right now? Gold's the percentage. We're right at settlement. This is settlement for gold.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's see. We got 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
And here we go.
There's pullback. Now you're looking for a pullback of 08s?
Yeah, let's see. Anywhere in this 10 range, right? So it could be 08s, it could be 12s, anywhere in that kind of range. I'm going to trade it with micros if I do get in. I honestly don't know.
Look how volatile this is. Wow. I'm going to jump in with one micro.
Yeah.
I don't see the full setup to scale into it yet, but I definitely want to be in this if we break through those 25s. Oh, man. Look at this to go. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, chat. We sat here and we talked about it for 30 minutes about getting in long.
Sometimes you just got to buy it.
Why did we? Yeah, we just close our eyes and buy it.
Simplest trade in the book, but it's going up. You buy it. Who was I on air with? Tom from Canada, new live funded trader with Topstep. He's just like, I don't have anything on my charts. I don't have anything. I just try to keep trading very simple. It's going up, I buy it. If it's going down, I sell it. And taking over 100K in payouts from Topstep. Just got into a live funded account. There's something to that, right? Just keep it very simple.
Yeah.
And read what the market is telling you.
There's beauty in simplicity.
Yes, there is.
All right, we got that breakout to those 28s, and now we've got to pull back down to my entry. And let's see if we get that breakout, retest, and continuation. Right? We talk about this often where we have a breakout, a pullback, and then we look for that continuation.
Just make sure that song doesn't come on.
I know. Block the song while I'm ever in long. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Look at this thing go. Look at it go. Let's get that continuation. If we get continuations, that's... I love it. $28s. Can we get through these 28s?
Oh, yeah.
The question is, how do we add, right? Because this is a situation where it's like, okay, I missed the original breakout, or say I didn't get my full position on the original breakout. Is there opportunity to add? Because like this is quite the big move, honestly, here in gold.
Yeah, this thing just feels like it's gonna go. All right, so I'll move that that entry up. If I can get 40-20s, I'll get in here. But again, I don't know that I'm gonna get that.
If you get 40-20s?
Yeah.
Let's
40-20s without a real breakdown, but it just looks like it just wants to push.
Let's see if we break through and tap into those 30s. This is where we broke down during the New York session. The major breakdown over here. You can see this morning during the New York session open. So this was support. So it's still acting a little bit as resistance. All right, who in chat, who caught this long? I guarantee there's gonna get some hashtag slow markets on those that caught these longs a lot better than we did.
Oh yeah, somebody's long from 39.99. They said, which is an amazing price to be long from. Probably thinking about taking profits here, but hey, I do see there being some more room up in this trade.
Yeah, it's we're kind of flagging right now. A higher low. We made that higher low. Let's see if we could break through these 28s for continuation higher.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
There
we go.
And
yeah, this is gonna go.
Oh, look at that go.
Great trade, man. Great trade.
Right. Okay. Don't want to make too much money. I'll be happy with 73. I've been telling chat all the past like 3 weeks, like just gotta leave some money left for the chat to make. Got out of 30s. Got out of the 30s, man. Right at the top. Right at the top.
Nice trade. Taco Bell money. Taco Bell money. Little birthday cake money.
Yeah, let's get to those 750 likes, chat. Come on. Carving it up every single night, Jay. Like, this has just been one hell of a streak.
I mean, I've been watching, man, when I can, when I'm not on the stream, just been tuning in. And it is a great streak to watch. And I think, again, it's about the process. Your process has not changed over the last 2 months. The one thing that, and you talked about it during Fast Markets this morning as well, the one thing that has changed is that you are scaling up into some trades, right? But that's a function of the account balance and not any more confidence in a trade setup. It's the same confidence that you had trading 1 micro that you do trading 16 micros, or whatever that size is going to be, which is great to see. So chat, if you like that, hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Nice exit on this trade so far. Seen a little bit of a pullback.
All right, what are you looking for, man? 20s?
I'm still looking for those 20s. Yeah, like I said, I don't know that I'm going to get them. The one thing I've been focusing on, Dakota, is trying to be a little bit more patient, where I've just been kind of jumping into trades that maybe weren't the greatest. I realized there was one yesterday. I was last week, Friday, I was trading on Fast Markets, called out a price in the Nasdaq, took a long 70 points above it, and it hit that level to the tick. about an hour later. So I'm going to be patient. I do like the longs, though. This is looking like a pretty damn good trade. Are you out? Well, you're out fully on. I mean,
yeah, I'm out fully. It's printing, man. This is printing. The personal is printing too.
I'm like that. You ever see that meme of the guy? He's like standing outside of the airplane window, and the plane's taking off, and he's just waving outside of the window. That's what's happening with me and gold right now, but that's okay.
Yeah,
we'll get another trade.
Yeah. Hey, no FOMO.
Right. None at all. No. Because it wasn't my setup. So I'm okay not taking it.
Good. 100 more likes. We're almost there. Come on. We sat here for 30 minutes calling this move out.
Pretty much. And when did you take it? Right after that 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time open, which I've really been, if I'm trading gold overnight, I've really been liking waiting until that spike of volume because it gives us a little bit of direction. Sometimes what's been happening, and it kind of did it today, we got an initial pullback, sellers failed, and then gets bought right back up. Waiting for that spike of volume could get you a pretty nice location on that trade. So a nice trade there.
Thank you. Just going through some of these questions that now that I have a minute to go through some of these questions, let's go through. Did we get to the like goal yet? Almost.
We're close.
I've been bumping it up every night, and we keep making records here during slow markets.
Chat showing
what
out.
Happens when you make these call out, I guess. Chat loves it, and it's not a signals class. We put the risk disclosure in the YouTube chat. Little spring roll. Well, you gotta stick with the trusted. Ones. Topstep has been around the longest. All-time highs on the likes. Yes. Can you explain a pivot on the 1 minute gold in great detail, please? Well, I mean, there's not much detail, right? This is a 100 tick chart over here. So let me switch it to my charts, and I'll explain it the best I can. Visually is all I look for, right? You see this? That is pivots. This is what I view as a pivot, where the market pivots. Right? Simple, straightforward. Visually, it's where the market changes direction. Did I explain that well? You got that right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. 100%. You're looking for areas where the market turned. Now that could happen on any time frame. For you on that minute, it's every little pullback and the market turns around, makes a higher high. That could be considered a pivot. See a comment here from Nick Foreman in the chat. What do you do when you think, man, it just can't go up anymore? What do you do to center yourselves? Nick, what I do is remind myself of all the times I've taken big losses thinking that. And just kind of trying to remember that the market can do whatever it wants to do. If you're talking about the equities, for example, the rally gets fueled by traders trying to call the top. Right. Correct. And eventually having to close. Look at the rally that we had into power hour for the Nasdaq. We kind of chopped around, slow grind up, and then the last hour we just explode 100 points. That's not a coincidence, right? That's probably shorts selling the market all day, having to close positions, and then fueling the rally higher by having to buy it. So it's just a reminder of, hey, read what the market says and trade what's in front of you. And if your mind only goes to shorting it, demand great trade location, or look for a market, which kind of what I did today was I wanted to short something. I don't know why. I was just like, that gap needs to fill somewhere. I just found the market that was doing it, right? And that was the Russell. But it's really just remembering that the market's going to do what the markets want to.
Yes. Yep. So it says, do I have any other indicators or charts that's lining up showing them what I'm trying? No, this is what you guys see. I show this every night. This is my platform. I'll have the DOM up. That's the only thing that's kind of cut off so you guys can see the charts a lot better. But nope, no indicators. Oh no, I'm not going there. These are just completely naked charts. I like my charts naked.
Seeing the equities pull back just a little bit here.
Yep, just waiting
And
for
it
another
really does.
setup. We'll see if we can find another setup. Let me know if you see anything, man. We got to get to those.
Yeah,
750s.
I'm scanning. I'm still looking for this pullback to 20s in gold. I'm not just going to put a limit order out there because I do want to see how the market gets there if it does. But that's the one trade I'm looking for now. If the Nasdaq pushes back into 26,000 with no buying, I'll short up there. And other than that, I'm kind of just scanning around, looking at the quote board, seeing what might be moving. We got a bunch of different markets we can trade, so ton of opportunity out there. Also, I need to check on our Bitcoin whale. I see Bitcoin is down about just over 0.5%. I want to see if they got short again. So Dakota, I've been taking that trade every time. We talked about it when you were here, right? We were watching that Bitcoin wallet.
Yeah.
I've been taking that trade every time they get short. I've just been getting short micro Bitcoin with them.
Okay, and how has it been?
It's been a pretty damn good trade, man.
Has it really?
It's been a pretty good trade. That is not financial advice. That is just reading order flow. Literally reading order flow. If someone wants to get short $30 million worth of Bitcoin, I don't mind getting short a couple micro Bitcoin with them, and it's been working pretty well. So let me go check on my friend and see how they're doing.
Hey, what wallet? You have that link? I think they're okay with that link. It's all public information.
Yep.
Yeah, swim behind the whales.
I'm pretty sure it's in my bookmarks. Nope, not short right now. Oh, they cleared the wallet out. Damn, I gotta find another one. He withdrew everything.
Follow the money, man.
Follow the money. There's $159 left. We gotta do some research, chat. There's only $159.50. I'm not following that money anymore.
Follow the money. Where's it going? What's next?
Right.
What's next? Like the YouTube chat looking for signals. Let's do it.
Withdrawals also a signal. Yeah, they're probably moving the money somewhere else. Got to do some. We'll do some research. I'll get back to you guys.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks, Jay. Thanks. Man, we're already almost to 750 likes. I'm watching. Don't worry, chat. I'm watching gold. I'm looking for an opportunity here in gold. Let's take a look at like we're scouring these markets. Maybe a 3-bar reversal on Nasdaq. Maybe Nasdaq has not presented a lot of opportunities during slow markets. It's really been gold, and it's continuing to push session highs. There you go. There's that.
Oh, yeah, there's the whale wallet. If you guys want to track where they move the money to, again, it's all public information, right? And do what you will with that information. But interesting to see. Seeing the Nasdaq pop a little bit here.
Yeah, that was a 3-bar reversal I think they were looking for.
Yeah, Jack had originally shared that wallet. And again, thanks to Jack, because it turned out to be a pretty good trade. Whatever they saw, or could you say saw, the move they created by selling so much Bitcoin, we almost got down to those 100,000. So it was a pretty nice trade there.
Now the question is, how many people are watching it and doing the same thing that creates that trade, right? So then he's like,
right.
Whoever has that wallet, they know. They're like, okay, I'm just going to short this. And then as soon as he shorts, whoever they are shorts it, then they know there's going to be a ton of people just follow them. Yeah, it's just insanity.
Here we go, Dakota. We just air horns for the likes. 765 likes on the stream. Happy birthday, my guy.
Oh, we're ready?
Happy birthday.
We got to 750 likes. We're ready. All right. As promised. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna take a risk. I got you though. I should have done it slower. No.
Shirts off on the stream. There we go.
Did I rip this one off?
I thought you had ananother Topstep shirt under there.
No, it would have been good though. It would have been good.
Just the same exact shirt.
It's the same one. They wanted to see. No, I'm not risking taking the stream down. I'm not. Get a Topstep tattoo. No regrets.
Yeah.
Likes are my love language. Should I rip this off right as we end the stream? I'll rip this shirt off.
We're shorting. Oh, it is the gold short song.
Well, I'm not.
Good point. Jesse Myers just called out. This is the gold short song.
Chat, I'd blind your guys' eyes if I took my shirt off.
Gotta call a Baron, head down to Florida, get some sun.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Jay, I'm with you.
It is starting to get cold here, so I'm down.
We could play some. We could play some ball down there in Florida.
Oh yeah. Finally get Baron to dunk a basketball at 6'7".
I can't believe that. Dude, 6'7" has never tried to dunk a basketball. We're getting some hashtag slow markets in here. Yeah, that's how tall Baron is. Baron's 6'7".
Is he that tall? I think he's like 6'5", but he's tall. Baron's
yeah,
a tall dude.
I know. I got the chat got your joke. The cat, or were you trying for that one?
You know what? I wasn't, but I think everyone has just been psyop to just keep that 6'7" number in their head.
I thought you were trying. I'm like, man, that's
the kids are going to be all right.
That's a good one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if the kids are going to be all right. Why does everyone keep repeating 6'7"? What does it even mean? Does everyone know what it means? Does it mean nothing?
In grade school, we had the same stuff. We had like the texts,
we did,
right? We had like LOL and like we had a bunch of weird stuff as well. And
right,
our parents were saying the same thing about us. At least.
What the hell are these kids talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, gold's starting to sell off. This music.
It was the song.
It was this song. Morning prep routine. No. I'd end up needing to pay for therapy for half the chat. maybe when I'll give you guys a date for my boxing match. When you see me boxing, you'll be able to see it.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Are you lining one up?
Yeah, I'm gonna line one up this spring.
Nice.
It's gonna be actually someone that knows how to box, not some entertainer online. Talking about Logan Paul or Jake Paul,
right?
Whatever. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
Could you imagine? I mean, those guys can kind of fight. Jake Paul,
he
right?
knows how to fight now.
He's not terrible.
Yeah, he knows how to fight now. I'm excited. I don't know. What do you think about Tank Davis versus Paul?
I think Tank is too close in his career is kind of still going on unless he's just not going to fight anymore to be doing these kind of exhibition fights.
I think Davis is retiring after this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think so. So if that's the case, go get a bag, go get your money.
I don't blame him. I would too. Oh, hey, I'm going to retire. Yeah. I'm going to take the most money I could get before I retire.
Yep.
Everyone's saying mismatch.
Nasdaq was a quick little pop there and turning around again. Am I going to short the Nasdaq here?
Don't do it. I don't want to influence you, man, but just I've had nothing but bad experiences shorting the Nasdaq.
It won't be a lot of risk. I'm risking about 15 points here.
Okay.
On a micro.
Trust your process. What's my RHR in the whoop? In the whoop? My whoop hates me.
Chat, the Topstep risk features are great. I locked out the Nasdaq. I locked out any minis on this account, so I can only trade micros. I actually just went into market sell 2 minis, and it wouldn't let me do it because I locked them out. So I'm short 2 micro Nasdaq right now. I'm gonna actually just put this risk above 26,000, risking about $150. My target on this trade, and I'm just gonna leave this one on We'll see what happens here. I'm looking for 50% of yesterday's range. So 25,860s. If it trades back above 26,000, I'll be wrong on this trade idea. Give it a little bit of room above 26,000. Risking $175 on this trade.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not at all.
Not at all. The bullet trader. Dakota, you still carry the gold buffalo? Whenever I go to like a poker event, that's my card holder or card protector. Some physical gold that's doubled since I bought it.
Crazy.
It is. We're getting that sell off here in gold. Now we're talking more about it. If we get back, I still like longs in gold, to be honest.
What price now would get you back into this, though?
That's the question.
Yep.
Right. I'd want to see the price action to hold it up, because we rejected those 30s. Gold. Someone says gold needs to recover.
Did reject those 30s, but 25 was that breakout area that we were looking at, right? So we just came down and held that as a little bit of a support here as well. Let's see. Super Elite gave you the go-ahead. Dakota says, long here, nothing can go wrong.
No. Whatever you think can't go wrong, it usually does.
It
usually does. Yeah. Let's get through some of these hashtag slow markets. I'll put the link in the chat one more time before we finish it. Do hashtag slow markets. Just go ahead and tag me there, and we'll go through them. Are you still in a trade, Jay?
Yeah, I'm short micro Nasdaq. What price am I short from? 25,963. Again, looking for a rotation through half of yesterday's range. The idea on this trade is if we get back above 26,000, which is that major level, then I'm okay being wrong here. But with the Fed meeting coming up, I'm expecting a little bit of range bound market, and that 50% target looks like a decent area. Risking $175, not too big of a risk on this trade. Looking for just about a 2-to-1.
Perfect. I like it. Let's go through some of these hashtag slow markets now. While Jay's short is cooking, we got some. Let's go live with Coach Jay and Coach Dakota. A special day today, Coach Dakota's birthday. Love it. Appreciate you, Mike. Got a lot of birthday wishes, and I've loved every one of them. I haven't been able to just sit here and reply to all of them because it's been a lot. But yeah, going through some of these. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's so many of them. Appreciate it. But look, we got some trades coming in. Already up $300 with another $200 guaranteed here. Love when the Nasdaq and gold trades both work in your favor. There's nothing else to do but move that profit up. Nice work. Let's go through some more of these. Same one doing that profit. Man, there's so many. You're still in that Nasdaq, right?
Oh yeah. My stop is above 26,000. I'm just gonna let this one go.
All right, here's one. Love this one. Up 2,800 on my second XFA. I'll run it up to 10K by Friday. Well, keep it going. Love to see it. I haven't found out how to do the Instagram ones yet.
Share the Instagram posts.
Yeah, I haven't figured out the Instagram one. So just gotta share love with both of them. I'm not. We'll find it. I'll figure it out. And then since everyone got to my like goal, I'm gonna go ahead and go through my performance stats. So I'll show it without even asking for more. Here's been my trading for the past few months. I'm now at 23,300. I had a $3,000 day today during the New York session. Well, it started last night during slow markets last night, so Sunday night. we were carving up gold again, and it worked out really well. And then that just continued throughout the New York session. You can see it's just starting to look good. It's starting to look even better. Gaining that confidence, scaling in with micros, continuing to scale in with micros, and here we are. We are already up on the night with just.
Does that say 93 trades in a day? This guy's over trading, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm over trading, man. No. That's what happens when I'm trading micros, right? I'm scaling in bigger, and so you're gonna see this. I mean, it does look like a lot. 150. That is a lot. That is a lot for a Friday. This is quite a bit, but I'm trading slow markets, and I'm also trading fast markets. And if I'm gonna scale into a decent trade position, it's gonna be like 5 micros, or 2, just depending on the price action, whether it's slow markets, fast markets. And then when I get out, if I'm getting out at like one at a time, it's showing as one trade. So there's a lot of them. Yes. Obviously, we'd love to see like one trade, $3,000, right? But hey, consistency's there. What P&L's growing. That's all we could ask for.
100%. May not look like what you think it should look like, right? I always say, and we use sports analogies all the time, but Sean Marion of the Phoenix Suns, I think he was probably the most famous for, had the ugliest jump shot in the world. He literally shot the ball from his stomach, but it would go in. So it's like, can you argue with the process if the ball goes in the hoop? And in this case, you are scaling in and out of trades, which is working out pretty well. Seeing this gold pull back here.
It is. I would start to get interested if we could get down towards, I dare say 18. I want to see a bottom. I want to see a reversal pattern on a pullback. Someone says, you do payouts every 5 days or end of the month? Here at Topstep, whenever you have 5 winning days in a row, right? It doesn't even have to be in a row, right? It's just 5 winning days in general. You can request a payout whenever you want. And it's 90.
5 winning days.
It's 90-10 split. 90-10 split. It's not like those 80-10s. So, or 80-20 or whatever. Michael Cooper, let's go. Long gold. Great work. Already in the green on that one. Great work. Hashtag slow markets.
There's that pullback to the 20s in gold, 20-ish area. Let's see if this holds.
I know we bounced off those 22s.
For now.
For now, yes.
For now.
We're right where we opened for tonight. This is settlement, right? This is
settlement is 1970. Yeah, 1970. So right about here.
Yeah. Seller's not letting this thing just go. All right, there's 21s. So we've completely reversed that entire breakout. That's big resistance for gold, someone says. You're still in short Nasdaq?
Oh, yeah. Someone just said the short's not working. It's not working for now, but again, my thought process with this trade is if we trade above 26,000, then I'm wrong. We've tried it once already. I'm okay with this even pulling up to this VWAP. Again, risking less than $200 on this trade. And I don't want to say it, but this is the subtle art of not giving an F what happens with this trade. If this stops me out, I'm completely wrong, and I'm okay with that. Right? It's going to cost me $175. I'll be able to come back and trade tomorrow. But I do see, the Nasdaq at some point trading back to 50% of yesterday's range. So that is the trade for now. If I was trading this with minis, I'd probably have to be a little bit more careful with my trade location. But I'm okay with this trade for now.
Okay, I like it.
Not buying those 20s in gold. That's too strong. What do you got?
I am buying.
Are you in?
Yeah. I'm
There you go.
Got in at 18.9, and I'll look to scale in here. 19.2 now. 19.2. Let's see how this holds up. If it holds up. Also, I'll scale in. I only want to scale in if I see that market structure. So you get to watch me scale in live on air. Because that's what I do. I show everything. Show your monthly profits, Dakota. I did. I showed it just a moment ago. Where were you at? Showing everything. We do it. We get the like goal. I'll show. I'll share. I'll answer questions. All right, now I'm in 4. We're holding this. We're holding this level. All right, we're getting back above these 19s, testing these 20s.
How many micros are you long?
4 now from 19.1. All right, show everything with appropriate. All right, Socrates. Let's go through 21s. Let's get these 21s. All right, let's go for these 22s now. I'm rooting your short.
I saw that. That was pretty funny.
Hey. Topstep risk disclosure.
Yep.
All right, we're back up to these 21s. Let's see if we can run to these 22s. Man, look at this momentum going. Getting with the Momo. The momentum. DBA concepts. All right, I'll get out of one at 21.6. Got out of one right there. There's a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance right here at these 21, 22 level. Also, what I'm thinking, I'm just gonna go through everything that's in my head. Shoulder, maybe a head, maybe a shoulder.
What do we got going on here? Welcome to Dakota's art class.
I'm just drawing technical analysis, man. The face I make when I blow an account.
That's pretty funny, Alex. We got to show that one. That's pretty funny.
All right, look at we're blowing through these 22s.
There it goes.
All right, that's all I'm looking for. Just looking for a little something.
Show us your thinking. I could probably guess what Dakota was looking at. You're looking at this resistance that became a support right at 40.18s.
Exactly. Yeah. This right there. Yep. Hopefully my goal, Jay, in 5 years from now, we could have thousands of traders knowing exactly what trades I'm taking. Like I seen that earlier during fast markets where traders were like, "Oh, I know Dakota's in a trade," without them even seeing or me saying anything, and like they know exactly what I'm looking for, and I'm like, "That's pretty badass. That's awesome. That's awesome."
It is.
Traders now have either been watching me trade or I've been answering questions so in depth or good enough that they could see what I'm seeing, and that's all I kind of wanted. Right? I now everyone's going to have their own unique way of managing a trade and managing risk, profit, loss, because I lose money too, right? I go through my ups and downs, but the whole goal is just to be able to manage money, help traders see these markets the way that I do, and hope that they are able to find their own way to carve these markets up. All right, we'll take that out. Ooh, fit 25. Got my 25s right there. I'm going to call that good. Wham.
Nice trade.
$200. Yanel says, I'm your fan for 2 years now. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Always. Everyone giving me the birthday wishes, supporting the slow markets. And remember, it's just not me. It's me and Jay. Baron also joined us for slow markets. It's the whole team.
Got to get Braden on here one day. I know he said he wanted to be a guest. Braden, if you're listening.
Yeah, I need to ask him. I seen that message earlier. I was going to ask him today during fast markets, but I'll definitely get him on. Need to get Hogue. I got a whole list. I need to just get on the slow markets.
Dolby,
yeah. Not Dolby. He was on a boat.
Big timed you.
Fireworks. He big timed me. Party after the stream. Flying out to New Jersey. We're gonna go hit that comedy club at 1 a.m. again.
Man. They just had us stand online for like an hour.
They did.
Anybody who's been to the comedy cellar, it's just it's a good show though. Good show.
It was pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, there was a couple. That was me. But
yeah, it's always gonna be like that.
Yeah, it was worth the wait. Worth the wait. You like my boxing form? A little showboating. You got to showboat when you know you're on camera. A little something, a little bit. Here goes gold. 3-bar reversal maybe here on the 5-minute chart.
Looking like it.
How was the concert? The concert was great.
Flat on that trade?
Yeah, I'm flat. Up 217. So basically another day in the books for slow markets. Just another one. Just another base hit right there. I mean, I could call it good.
Nice out there. Nice out there.
Oh, it's dumping. Yeah, I got out at 25.
Nice out there.
How did I do in the personal? That's a longer term trade. That's like
I actually just got short in my personal. I can't trade minis here, but I'm short 3 minis right now from 40 to 23.
All right, Jay.
Just a quick scalp trade. Let's see.
All right, I got to mark this one on the chart from 40 to 23.
40 23, yeah. Sorry, it was a real quick trade.
Hey, that's okay.
I'm probably about to just get out of this one.
Focus on your trade. I got you covered.
40 23 60 is my price. All right, I'm out there. I'm out.
Profit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I was short 3, took 1 off when we didn't push below 20s there, and the rest scratched. So made about like 250 on that. Nice work.
Lifetime earnings, Dakota. That's something you'll never hear me talk about. The most I'll talk about is what I've shared on social media. For example, 2 weeks ago, I made $500,000 in 2 trades. I shared it. It's the same analysis that you see me do here on Topstep. It's the same view of the market, trading the market, seeing the market, higher time frame, top-down analysis, psychological, trade management, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's good enough. And honestly, it's the same like I said, I say this all the time. It's the same process you see me do every single night. Every single day when I'm on air for fast markets during the day show, every single night when I'm on air slow markets, it's the same process. I start on the top-down analysis, daily, hourly, zoomed in, execution, looking at the same thing. Yo, took the trade, XFA now up $1,400. Great work, Ted.
Nice. Someone says, why did you size so heavy in those 2 trades? Did you size heavy in the trade, Dakota?
I
don't think so.
Oh, probably talking about the personal from 2 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
Heavy's relative. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Heavy's relative.
Risk is relative.
Yeah, risk is relative. 2 tune into the socials. I'll have like probably a video out, and maybe I asked over the weekend if I should make a video regarding it, maybe going more in depth outside just like technicals, and I might do so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But we've had this conversation. But again, risk is relative. Just keep that in mind with whatever you see on social media. You know, you see somebody making or losing $250,000, $500,000, and a lot of times people see it. They're making $250,000, and they're like, "Oh, how can I do that with my account?" But you're trading with a $2,000 drawdown. Again, that percentage is relative. So think in percentages. I think it's probably best if percentages are shared, just so everyone can keep it.
Correct. Yeah. And there's so much fake out there on social media that you just, it's so hard to trust what you see. It is. And it ruins a lot of traders' realistic perspective of what they need to focus on. And that's just the consistency first. If you can consistently make, $20 a week on average for a year, you're already above 90% of traders. If you could break even for a year, like think of it like that, right? And then you work on now going from break even to making a positive, expectancy for a year, and like looking at that. Okay, if I can make just a couple $100 on average a day, that's going to add up, right? Now you're starting to talk about replacing a job, right? A full-time living, depending on where you live, right? Because it's relative when you start talking about dollar amounts, because Topstep's international. We have traders from around the world, and someone's cost of living in one location is definitely different on someone else's. Well, one of the two of you does not look trustworthy. Just depends on who you're talking about. No. Yeah. 500K on a sim account? No. I've shared broker statements. It was not sim. No,
that was not a sim account.
That was not a sim account. No, I don't screw around with sim when it comes to what I'm trying to do here. I'll practice. Don't get me wrong. If I struggle, I'll practice simulated. And I think simulated accounts are very, very good for traders who struggle or who's trying to develop a system or practice something. But then when it comes to true trading, right, the big leagues and like showing it's about being transparent and none of that stuff out there. It's hard to find. There's very few. But if you look, you'll find some. There's some great traders out there that I've met, that I've started to see in this industry as well. Do I look like an insurance door to door?
I'm not seeing it. Seeing it, but hey. What does an insurance salesman look like, I guess is the question.
I don't know, man.
Is there a look?
All right, I'm Googling that. All right, Grok.
Oh yeah, right. Ask Grok to make you an insurance. The quintessential picture of an insurance salesman. Is it better to learn to trade from Dom level 2? Pete Tompkins, I would say that it is something that you could add to your trading. If you're just trying to learn how to trade from the Dom, it could be kind of hard, especially with some of the equity markets. If you're trying to learn how to read level 2 data, trading the Nasdaq. I've used this analogy before, but it's like learning how to drive on a Formula One track. It's a hard thing to do. So, try to read something slower. Try to read something like the 10-year treasuries, right? Where it's a really thick market. You can see how orders are being placed when they trade out. It's going to move extremely slow. But if you're trying to learn how to read the tape using the Nasdaq, it's pretty hard to do. Yeah, good scratch on that gold trade. I saw a little bit of a rejection there. Just wanted to take it for a quick scalp, but we are still holding these 20s.
Childress says, I've had a few mentors and traded for years. Dakota's legit. Thank you. Yeah, there's traders who I like. And this is the crazy thing, man, where I shared the information. Traders went through the tape, found my order and my executions
Yep.
on the tape in like the real market, and then still criticized. I'm like, you got me kidding me? I'm like, well, you could have done it this way a little bit better. You could have done it that way.
Right. This is how I would have made $250,000. It's like, well, then just show you making $250,000, right?
Yeah, I was just so mind blown. I'm like, hey, you found it on the tape. Good job, man. Good job.
That's no way that I would make $250,000. How dare he take the trade that way? It's like, seriously, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Dumbfounded at that. But yeah, you can go through, and I mean, I posted it, right? I posted the social media. You go through my account. You go through, look through it, do your own due diligence. I always recommend traders do their own due diligence before making any decisions or making comments. Ask first. What do they say? What's that common saying where they ask questions later?
Right. Shoot first, ask questions last.
Yeah. Look at gold. We made that nice pivot. Those 20s, Jay. Those 20s, these 20s.
Yeah, that was it. Nice bounce off those 20s there. Nice try. Are you still in there or are you flat? Well, no, I know you're in that one, but
DBA concepts right there. This was resistance. Resistance became support. You buy it when the market's going up.
You sell it.
You sell it when the market's going down. Yeah. Simple and straightforward. Did I ever want to quit? Oh yeah, all the time. I think about it, but I love it too much. I love it. Yeah. What about you, Jay?
What's the longest break you've taken?
A month.
Really?
Yeah, since I was a kid. Longest break, like maybe a month, maybe 2 months at most. That I can't remember. I just love it too much. Like, this is my full-time job. Is trading. It was my full-time job before I partnered with Topstep. It's my full-time job for the rest of my life, unless these markets disappear somehow or AI takes over. Who knows? But trading will always be my full-time job and the way I make a living. I've said this before. I've been trading now for 15 years, and I use trading to pay my bills. I've paid my bills for a while now. And outside of trading, I also do other things where I only trade for 1 to 2 hours a day. What else are you going to do with your time? I found ways to make money outside of that, to keep myself healthy, productive, do things that I enjoy. That camaraderie traders lack, the camaraderie, right? Because it's not like a normal workspace where you show up to work and you have coworkers you could talk with, enjoy, have that camaraderie. So I had to find a way to do that. I had to find a way to get camaraderie, and I did that in supply chain. I really like supply chain, international supply chain, so I did that for a while. And also, I'm gonna be honest, having that took a lot of pressure off my trading as well. I was like, guess what? I know I don't have that pressure that if I don't make money this month, I can't pay my bills.
Would either of you enter a trading competition? Maybe.
For me, it depends. I see the social media chat. I see that there's trading competitions out there. But here's my gripe with trading competitions is it's not realistic. It's almost like a game, right? Where, and I think I've seen some of the people explain it where it's like, okay, here's the rules. Now beat them, right? I think the best way I can compare it is like, I think someone said an analogy of sports, right? Like, oh, here's a football competition. Who's going to be the best football player? But then the competition's like, who could throw the ball the furthest, or who could do this?
It's not the full game.
It's not the full game, and that's how I view trading competitions. I think there could be good ways to do it, right? And so it depends. If someone wins a trading competition, that's awesome. Will that correlate to them being successful as a real trader? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna really. maybe that's a hot take. Is that a hot take, Jay? If someone could win a trading competition, does
No,
not necessarily mean
not at
they're
all.
a real trader or could trade in the real markets consistently as a full-time for over a year? Because
I don't think it's a hot take because you could. I mean, it is cool to say you won a competition. I think they are pretty cool, right? And we've even talked about what a trading competition looks like at Topstep, but is it a sign of long-term success? Probably not, right? We're looking at a small subset of trades, very small sample size that you could just be right one day. I also look at that because again, we watch the space, we kind of see what's going on in the space, where sometimes people might see an influencer that they like or maybe dislike and use it as a means to discredit them, right? If they lose a trading competition, it's just like, hey, you're seeing one day. Now, if we overreact to either somebody winning or losing that trading competition and say, oh, this guy's a scam, he doesn't really know how to trade, that says a lot more about the responder than it does about the actual trader, right? If you see somebody lose a trading competition and think they're a bad trader, you're too zoomed into day-to-day results.
Yeah, like I said, it's great. I think they're so cool. It'd be a fun accolade. It's fun. I love it. I love them. I love to see them and watch them. But when it correlates to real trading, I'm going to say it's less correlated to real trading. I'm sure there's competitions out there that is more correlated. There's competitions out there that's probably less correlated, right? Where it's like, hey, this one you have a $5,000 drawdown and the competition is like 3 days. And then the first day everyone's just YOLOing their account, and whoever got lucky for that day or got on the right side of the market wins. And then like the next day they just do nothing and then they win the competition. I'm like, okay, that's different than maybe a competition that's, hey, this is a 3-month long competition and here's the rules, and it's a lot more unique. So I think that's about anything with trading and in competitions in general. Is there's going to be some that's more correlated to successful trading, and then there's some that's less correlated for successful trading but is more entertaining because you see the conclusion that same week. And so it's that balance between entertainment and real trading.
I like this song.
Yeah.
It's a good one. This is a good one. There are some year-long competitions. I see some people saying that in the chat. Yeah, there are some that are longer, that probably give you more insight. But even that, right? Somebody can have a good year.
Yeah, I would like those year-long ones. But then there's that question when they are a year-long. How much time and effort am I going to be putting into it when I need to be trading my own? Because it's my profits and my time, my setups. I don't know. There's a way to do it. I think it'd be fun. I'm excited. I know MP talking about the trading league, and I'm excited to be part of Topstep and what's to come forward. And that trading league, if that comes about. I know my Pop Squad team is doing pretty well, Coach Jay.
Team's doing pretty good?
Yeah, team's doing pretty good.
Nice.
I see you jamming out. You're jamming out to the music.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm vibing to this music right now. I was answering somebody in the chat, but we got, another month or so in the Topstep Trader League. Not Topstep Trader League, VIP. Another month in VIP here. Before that is over, I think we have some lunatics that passed recently. It's been a good program. Good program.
I got an idea for a trading competition.
What's up? What do you got?
Whoever can keep their XFA account live, the longest, active the longest.
Okay.
That'd be a pretty good competition. Winners keep the profits.
Account management competition.
Risk management. Whoever keeps their account open longest wins, and they get to keep their profit. It's called trading, chat. Not blowing your account. It's just trading. I don't know. What's the record? Oh, what's that guy? Who has the win streak on?
Dlesh had what, 99 days?
Yeah.
99 days win streak. That was insane. Some days he was making like $4, but hey, still a win.
He's going down. He went down in the history books.
Yeah, he did. They had to change the rules. That's how you know you're a legend. When they have to change the rules of the competition because you were too good at it, that's how you know you're a legend. So Dlesh, if you're out there, if you're listening somewhere, you are forever in our hearts.
Love it.
Top of the hour coming in just a minute here. We're going to be ending slow markets soon. Nice trades, Cody. Anything else you're looking at, or are you going to save it for fast markets?
I think that's it. I'm up $200. Another base hit. Like I said, it's been a great. Thanks everybody for those birthday wishes. Thank you, Jay, for joining me as always. It's been a great trading few months. I went through that rut a little bit at the beginning of the year, and over it, starting to scale this account. Continuing to get these base hits. They stack up. It's about longevity. It's a marathon, not a sprint. All those great, what do they call them, quotes, everything we're seeing here on TopstepTV. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's a busy week ahead of us in the markets as traders. We have FOMC Wednesday, which is the rate decision and Powell's speech. We have earnings throughout the week. We have possibility of headlines, Trump meeting with Xi, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But outside of that, tomorrow is Tuesday. It's going to be George G, and Aaron trades. My man Aaron trades. Aaron trades gold during the London session, and he does really, really well, especially the past few weeks when we've seen all this volatility. How about you, Jay? Anything you want to end it on?
No, I'm going to hold on to this Nasdaq trade. Again, if it trades above 26,000, I'm okay being wrong on this trade. Again, short couple micros from 25,963. Dakota, my guy, happy birthday. Another year around the sun. Happy birthday, man. Trade well, everybody. Manage your risk. And that's all I got. We'll see you all for the opening call tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you. Take care, everybody, and see you tomorrow night. Bye.
That song got stuck in my head.
We still have hot mic, man. We still have
hot mic. Yep. Chat can probably hear me whistling the song. It was stuck in my head.
At the price, the market trembles when he strategizes. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. Screen lights flicker, there is morning muse. Candlesticks tell stories he'll never lose. Patience sharper than a blade of steel. Dakota moves quick, but his calm is real. Numbers racing, he's got them on a chain. Through the chaos, he's the eye of the hurricane. Signals whisper secrets in his ear. He trades the waves, no room for fear. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. He's not about luck, he's about the grind. With each transaction, he sharpens the mind.